Hey Android fans, this is Eric from hollywoodfrodo.com with another Android app review. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the app MyLog, which is, in my opinion, the absolute best app for keeping track of your mileage when you're driving. So before we get to that, I do want to remind you this review is sponsored in part by AndyTags.com, which is a great place to get really cool NFC tags, NFC keychains for use with the Android phone. And you'll see this app actually has an option to use NFC. So head over to AndyTags.com after the review. So MyLog is basically a car mileage logging app. But it's really great. The Pro version especially allows you to have multiple cars in there. There's a widget so that you can start it when you get in your car really quickly from your home screen by tapping the widget for either business or personal, so it can separate the two really easily. You can also program an NFC tag so that you can tap an NFC tag when you get in your car to start it up and start it tracking automatically. Tap the same NFC tag when you exit, and you can also set it up so that when you enter your car and it connects to your car's Bluetooth, it starts up automatically, which is awesome. And then it puts everything into like sort of a spreadsheet. You can email it to yourself. It's just great. If you need to keep track of your mileage for tax purposes or anything like that, then you know the importance of having a really good app, and this app is excellent. So let's hop on my phone. I'm going to show you how it works, show you all the features, and all that fun stuff. Alright, so there you see the MyLog icon, the little car on a logbook. So we're going to press that, open it up. You can see it was the IT Gal 2013 Product of the Year. Probably a good indicator that it's a good app. You have Track Diary, Overview, Report, and Settings. If you wanted to open the app to start tracking, you could do that, and you can immediately select Business or Private, but you don't have to open the app to do that, as I'll show you in a minute. You can also have various cars recorded. Right now I just have the one car. It's my Sportage. If we go into my Track Diary, you'll see all my tracks for this month, and then you can switch to another month if you want to. Again, you could also switch cars. You can go to any of the other things straight from here, or go back to home. And here, right here, you can choose current track, recording your track for business. You can slide to go back over here to the initial screen. You can click Overview, and it kind of gives you an overview of the month, the initial state, miles traveled. These are for odometer readings. I don't enter my odometer readings because I don't necessarily think I need to. But it tells you right here for the first month how many miles I traveled. For the second month, how many miles I traveled. If you have pictures, you can see them there. You can go here and you can send reports. So, and you have a standard report or a detailed report, and you can select the months and the format, PDF format or XLS format, and you can actually send those through email or through any of the share methods on your phone. So you can, like I email those to myself so that I can have a copy of it at the end of each month. If we go into settings, you'll see you have user, and so you have your email and the driver's name and that sort of thing. Set that up, and then vehicles, you can choose, you can add vehicles. I only use the one car, so that's all I have. Application settings, so run its system startup, on or off. Track type, I have always business because that's all I use it for, is to keep track of my business mileage. Show icon and notification bar for easy startup. So if you want an icon to be permanently in the notification bar so you can start it from there, you could do that. Always add a note after track. I have that on, so whenever I get to where I'm going and I stop it, a little pop-up comes up and asks me for a note, so I can add notes about where I was going or why I was going there. You can choose which metric system you want to use. Automatic evaluation of tracks. So you can have it automatically evaluate your tracks only when on Wi-Fi or no matter what. Of course, you probably want to use only on Wi-Fi because you don't want it using a lot of data. You can choose your English. You can choose the higher contrast mode. You can quit. You can erase all records. You can upload a backup to G Drive, which is cool. And you can import a backup from G Drive. You can sync files to G Drive, and you can enable track re-evaluation. Then pair with an NFC tag. So you can pair with an NFC tag, and then once you have done that and it writes a code to that tag, then when you want to start recording, you tap that tag, like when you get in your car, and then you want to stop recording, you tap that tag when you get out of your car. Again, it has a little purchase NFC tags button down here, but I suggest you get your NFC tags from Andy Tags because they're just cool. They look cooler than the ones from most places. You can also do Bluetooth control. So I could select my Sportage Bluetooth, and then anytime it connects to my Sportage Bluetooth, it starts recording. It would start recording, and then when I disconnect from it, it would stop recording. So that's a cool and simple way to have it automatically record where you're going. You can also set up your favorite places so that you can have easy access to those, especially if you're adding a track manually, which I didn't show you, but I will show you that in a minute. Let's see, let's go back here. So if I go to the bottom here, click Add Track Manually, then I can click, choose what track type, which car, enter my start address, my end address, approximate miles traveled, edit the date and the time, any additions, and then save it. And I do use that because sometimes I forget to start it up, and so I add tracks manually, and it works great for that. Now, besides using an NFC tag or a Bluetooth or opening the app, it does have a widget, which is what I use mostly. This widget is on my home screen, obviously. If I tap here, it will open the app. But when I get in my car and I'm driving for business, I just hit the little business icon. It'll start tracking automatically. I'm going to do that now, just so you can see. It turns green, so I know, and there's a pause and a stop button. So you can pause it and then start it back, but it'll be part of the same trip, or you can stop it completely. When you stop it, if you actually traveled anywhere, which of course I didn't, then it'll pop up a little box to let me add notes because I had that checked in settings. So it's very simple, but it's really great for mileage. I've seen other logs that have just too much information, stuff you don't need, especially if you're claiming mileage for work. Most people aren't, you don't claim your gas and all that stuff, you just claim your mileage, and that represents all the other stuff. So this is perfect for that. It's simple, using the widget or an NFC tag or Bluetooth to really keep track of all of your mileage for business purposes. Yeah, as you can see, it's really well done. It's really great app. One of the more expensive apps that I have bought, but because I do travel and keeping mileage for business purposes a lot now as a realtor, it works really great for me, and I love it. That was MyLog. As you can see, it is a really great app. It has all the features that you would want to keep track of your mileage. Yeah, just works great. It does what it does great. It's easy to add something manually if you need to, and make sure you have all the information you need. And it's accepted by the IRS officially, so you know it's going to work for you for your tax purposes, which is great. Anyway, if you like this review, please click the like button. If you know anyone who needs to keep track of their mileage, especially if they're self-employed, that's probably a factor, then maybe share this review with them. You can do it through email, but you could also do it through Reddit, Google+, Twitter, Facebook. All those ways are down there. Pick your poison. Check out my channel. I have lots of other Android app reviews, as well as a Tasker tutorial series, product reviews, and things like that. And subscribe to any of those playlists or my entire channel if you're interested. And that is about it. Until next time, this is Eric, reminding you that your Android phone is only going to be as good as you make it.